Do you have unfinished projects in your life? Situations that didn't finish, you started but you were not able to complete? We are going to give the answer and the solution for you in this program, Real Facts. Be connected, we are going to be back after the testimony.
Pushing me for the rest of the week, so it's like a boost.
Things were really tight.
Today, the way I see myself is completely different.
I was introduced to drugs, selling drugs, taking drugs at a young age of around 15, 16. I started selling cocaine, heroin, crack. But even so, it gave me an addiction to having sex with girls, just using them. I was involved in many stabbings, many fights. I was arrested many times, put in a cell, spent many nights, hours there, but I never changed. This life that I was involved in was a life that I knew if I didn't change, I would die. An incident which happened was I was shot and I died there twice, and I thought that it was impossible for me to change. When I heard about God has love for me, He cares for me, He wants to change my life and everything, I decided to accept His word, and I realized that nothing was impossible for this God that I'm serving today. So that life that I had, that I was dreaming of, that I could be someone better, I could be, happy, not having to look over my back, not having to feel that pain of a knife going through me or a bullet. Today, I'm happy, I'm studying, I'm successful in my coursework and everything. I'm working, my family is coming together. Everything is going well for me. And I've overcome the gangs, I've overcome the sex, the drugs, the illegal weapons, and I'm like an example for many other young guys, those that were involved in that and they think that they can't break free. I'm that example to show that, look, it's possible.
In life, there are problems that just hit you with a blow. Everything crumbles away and the heartache never seems to disappear. Everything keeps going wrong. You are in despair. What do you do when your hope isn't enough? When your single prayer seems to return unanswered and the persistent problem is still there? Partner with God and make a chain of prayer. A Chain of Prayer is a weekly series of uninterrupted prayer and action to tackle the most stubborn of problems. Make the chain of prayer and turn things around once and for all. Don't give up. Make a chain of prayer. It works.
Almost everyone, when facing a problem, facing a challenge, focus on that particular problem. They maximize the problem and end up believing there is nothing they can do about that problem. What they do not realize is that when they maximize their problem overpowers them and become unsurmountable. But each and every one of us has faith. And faith is this inner power that can lead us to achieve whatever it is that we believe we can achieve. It is a lot easier to say it's impossible, but it takes faith and courage to say it is possible. And at the end of the day, it all comes down to what we decide we're gonna do next. Are you gonna continue saying you cannot and it is impossible? Or are you truly gonna decide to believe that you can achieve and experience things you never experienced in your life? Remember, you have faith inside you. Therefore, believe in changes.
I am confident of this very thing, that he who began a good work in you will perfect it until the day of Jesus Christ. If you are watching me, if you are watching this program, and you have been facing situations in your life, projects, plans that are unfinished, perhaps you plan to have a happy marriage, you plan to have a happy relationship, you plan to have a happy, successful career, but until today, those things didn't happen. Anything that you project for your life started but didn't finish. Perhaps you already gave up of your project. Perhaps you already gave up of your plans. Perhaps you already gave up and you said, you know what, is enough. I will not going on. I will not keep going fighting for this project, for this plan, for this goal of my life. Enough is enough. And perhaps you got to that point. But you see, God is here teaching us through the Apostle Paul that God who began something that is good with us, He is willing to perfect it. He is willing to finish. He is willing to accomplish it. So if you are facing a situation in your life that is making you giving up, or you are facing a project in your life that is unfinished, that you don't know how to accomplish it, how to complete it, with God you can. God is willing to bring to you the solution of your projects, the accomplishment of your projects, the accomplishment of your projects. If you have projects in your life that has been hard and is not been finished, don't lose heart. Don't miss this Sunday at the Universal Church and Succeeding Life Center, and you are going to be able to receive from God the solution, the finished accomplishment of your projects. I am confident of this very thing, that he who began a good work in you will perfect it until the day of Jesus Christ. So if you are watching us and you are facing a situation in your life, perhaps you are facing a project, you have a project in your life that was not complete. Until now, you were not able to finish it. It's an unfinished project. You are not able to complete the projects that you had in your life. Perhaps you had a project to have a blessed marriage, and until today, you were not able to accomplish marriage. Or if you are married, you were not able to see the happiness in your marriage yet. You would like to have a happy family. You project a happy family, and didn't happen until today. You project a blessed and successful and happy career or business, and until today you have been failing in your career, in your financial life. You have been failing in your project. So God is willing to allow you to accomplish your projects. Perhaps you already gave up on them. You already said, you know what? I'm sick and tired of trying to achieve the way out of my projects. I'm sick and tired to try to achieve the ends, the project that I had, and I want to see a way out of it. I want to get rid of it. So as I'm not able to do it, I'm going to give up. I'm going to stop. Perhaps this is what came to your mind. Perhaps this is what you are doing. But God is willing to tell you this, that you shouldn't give up of your desires. You shouldn't give up of your projects, of what you want for your life. And with God, you are able to accomplish. With God, you are able to achieve the success in your projects. If you are watching us from Asia and Oceania, you can visit one of our churches, one of our centers around Asia and Oceania. If you are facing a situation, visit a universal church or a Succeeding Life Center, and I'm sure that you are going to be able to achieve the way out in your life. I'm sure that you are going to be able to achieve the solution of your problems. And here, in Real Facts, you are going to be able to see testimonies of people that changed their lives, people that had projects and were able to accomplish them through faith in Jesus. Visiting the Succeeding Life Center or the Universal Church. We are going to be back after this testimony.
through the week. So it's like a boost.
Things were really tight.
Today, the way I see myself is completely different.
I had a really bad panic attack and I went running to my father, who used to solve all my problems, and he always had the answer to everything. And I remember him saying, I don't know what to do. I have no idea how to help you. There were so many things going on in my mind at the time when I was depressed, because I kept thinking, is this going to be my life from now on? And the thought of having this thing with me forever was so terrifying. Like I'd become someone that I didn't recognize, because I would do things like hitting my boyfriend, being violent, and then feeling really guilty afterwards and crying about it, because it was like, why did I do that? And it's like I couldn't control myself. I found the church and I walked in, and I remember I was still shaking from a panic attack that I'd had the night before, one of the worst that I'd ever had. And then I walked into this place and I felt a sense of peace and hope. And it's like I knew from that day that things were going to get better. And then I took part in the session that was going on, and I remember the person there saying, basically encouraging everyone to say your life can change no matter how hard the problem is. I started to cry because it was the first time in so many years that I really felt like my life was going to change. I finally found a place that was positive, and that my problem wasn't impossible anymore, and I actually saw for the first time that I could have a future and be happy. When I look back at how my life was then and how it is today, it's completely different. I'm happy, I have peace, I'm confident about myself, I'm doing things that I never thought I was capable of doing. I have a wonderful husband, we get on so well, and I couldn't have done all that by myself.
There are times in life when you feel low, when you don't want to get out of bed. Sometimes you don't even want to leave your home. There are times when everything seems to go wrong. The real challenge starts when you get knocked down, when you face setbacks from life. It's at these times that you have to show your strength. You have to stand up and get back on your feet. You have something special inside of yourself. You have the kind of power that you need inside of you to fight back. Fight the weakness, the fear. Fight back. Stand strong. Give it everything you've got. You must make this attitude part of your everyday life. And when you face challenge, remember, you have nothing to lose, but you have everything to gain.
very young age, my health was in a very bad state. At around 18, I fell into coma and was only given 6 days to live. The doctors were going to take me off the life support machine.
My addiction was destroying me. I was addicted to pornography because of my childhood where I was abused. Through the addiction, I tried to find peace and happiness, but that wasn't working.
Things were going wrong for me. I was failing at school, my mum didn't trust me. Everywhere where I was walking, I was paranoid. I couldn't even sleep in my own room. I was locking myself away every single day.
My childhood made me feel alone. Ever since I was young, I felt very insecure, and with my parents not being around as they were very busy with work, that affected me a lot. I felt very alone and unloved.
From a very young age, I got involved with bad crowds. I got pregnant at the age of 16, and for 8 years I was in an abusive relationship.
I always had problems in my previous relationships. My family didn't have no good relationships. I couldn't find a good relationship. I started to give up on the word love.
At the hospital, my grandmother received an invitation to the help center. She prayed for me and believed that I could wake up. Against all odds, I was given a second chance.
Finally, one day, I found the help center where there was this supervisor who out-supervised me and believed in me. Today, I'm free from my addiction and I'm free from my past.
I thought I was just made to be bad. I didn't think there was any good in me. But the people around me kept on encouraging me, and now my faith keeps me going.
Today is totally different. My past doesn't affect me anymore. Me and my parents today were so close. The little time that we have together, we take the best out of it. Because someone believed in me, my past doesn't affect me anymore.
I rebuilt my life bit by bit. Today, my life is totally transformed. I'm a confident woman. I found someone that believed in me, that encouraged me to let go of my past and move forward.
Before I gave up, there was people that advised me. There was people that didn't give up on me. So I didn't give up on my relationship. Now I'm happily married.
And he started beating me up, and I had the baby and I fell on the floor.
I had a pile of debts that were his debts but were all on my name.
I remember just losing sense of nearly everything, losing sense of my hands. I lost the feel in my legs, and I remember blood literally just gushing out of my head.
We were fighting all the time. It's like I didn't want him to win.
I'd stopped drinking for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, even a month.
The worst thing is the fact that I put the gun offloaded, off-safe on my wife's car.
Sometimes you just think to yourself, who's going to believe me? Who's going to believe?
We are going to make ourselves ready for the prayer, and as we do every week, we are going to pray for you. So I'd like to invite you to prepare a glass of water like the one that I have in my hands. And during the prayer, you can hold the cup of water. We are going to bless the water. And if you are facing a situation in your life, perhaps you have no peace inside of you. Perhaps you are lacking peace, you are lacking strength, you are feeling weak, you are feeling about to give up of your faith, you are feeling about to give up of your life, and you don't know what to do, or perhaps you are feeling sick, you have a pain, a sickness in your body. When you pray for the water and bless the water, we are going to drink from the water, and I'm sure that God is going to bless you abundantly. So prepare a glass of water. We are going to make ourselves ready for the prayer.
I love the Lord, because he has heard my voice and my supplications, because he has inclined his ear to me. Therefore, I will call upon him as long as I live. When we talk to God, the heavens are open, the chains that bound us are broken, and the impossible becomes possible. Be part of this powerful chain of prayer. It doesn't matter who or where you are. It's time to pray.
Holy Spirit, in Jesus Christ's name, I present to you the life of every single person that is in prayer with me. Lord, you said in your words, where 2 or 3 people are together in your name, you'll be there among them. My God, together with me in prayer, there are many, many people. People that are alone, facing problems. People, my Lord, that are in hospital, perhaps in prison. My Lord, people that have family problems, financial problems, problems of addictions. Perhaps they are addicted to alcohol, to drugs, to gambling, or to any other addiction that is affecting their health, their financial life, their family. And also we have people that already have faith in you, people that are visiting our church, our branches. And they already are using their faith constantly, but they are taking the opportunity of taking part of this prayer. So my Lord, I ask you to visit all of them, wherever they are. And whatever they are in need, my God, whatever problem, whatever situation that they are facing in their lives, I ask you, bring the solution to them. Bring them peace, my Lord. Bring them strength. Bring them courage. Bring them, my Lord, determination. If there is someone, my Lord, about to give up of their life, after this prayer, make them, my Lord, have hope. Bring hope to your people and allow them to come to your church. So, my Lord, they can completely change their lives. In the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. So I bless this water. I consecrate the water. And I declare, my Lord, that their lives, their ways are going to change in Jesus Christ's name. If you believe in that, receive the blessing of God as you drink from the water. You can drink from the water now in Jesus' name. Well, we are at the end of our program, Real Facts, and if you have unfinished projects, you already know what God can do for you. If you are facing a situation in your life, don't give up, don't lose heart. Visit one of our centers or branches on one of our Succeed Life centers or Universal Church, and I'm sure that God is going to bless you. If you are facing a situation in your life, don't lose heart. If you want to contact us, feel free to do so, and we are going to reply to you as quick as possible. And if you are facing a situation in your life, a hard moment in your life, don't give up. God is willing to bless you. And I'd like to invite you as well to be tuned for the next program that you're going to have now, the Love Talk. If you are facing a situation in your love life, don't hesitate to watch the Love Talk here in our Facebook page, Asia and Oceania. And I'm sure that God is going to bless you abundantly. May God bless you all, and see you then next week.